Hey everybody, welcome back to Pete and Jeremy's DnDTime. This is game 2 this evening, an adventure that I have entitled Cannibal Island. And similarly to our last adventure, this adventure begins in a tavern. You all have come to this, it's an island, technically. It's in the middle of a very, very large lake, somewhere off in the western lands of DnDTime in the small kingdoms. But on this island in the lake, there is a town of cannibals. You all, some of you kind of experts in the field of cannibalism, others maybe unwittingly, have been sent on this adventure for whatever various reasons, where apparently the cannibals have been having some difficulty. And so our adventure begins in a tavern. It is pretty quiet. There aren't a lot of folks here. There's maybe 2 or 3 people sitting at a table. They have some kind of unknown cuts of meat on plates that they are eating. Not savagely by any chance, forks and knives and all the like. There is a fire burning in the fireplace in the corner. There's a barkeep wiping out a mug, and the 4 of you have been told that you were sent here to meet a contact, someone who's been having some difficulties here on Cannibal Island. So I'm asking, what are the 4 of you doing here in Cannibal Island? I mean, what have you been? What are you doing in the tavern specifically? Where do we see you as we come in? Let's start with V-Bunny. V-Bunny, what is Sir Snobbington III doing in this tavern at Cannibal Island?
Oh, Sir Snobbington, clearly this whole thing is barbaric. We clearly must contain this. So I am clapping my feet against the ground, and it's just emitting the worst smell in the world. Smells like skunks. Just the whole place is starting to smell like a skunk.
So you're just making the whole place stink with prestidigitation?
Yeah, no, not with prestidigitation, with my magical tinkering.
Okay, so you're just making the place stink. The couple of people that are eating are just, they kind of are looking at their food like, something wrong with our food? And they're getting a little antsy. There aren't a ton of people here. The barkeep is like looking into the glass he's been polishing, like, what the heck? All right, so Snobbington, you're just tapping your feet. On board, or?
Yeah, on the floor. So on the board. So just yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Just because you're bored, or is this like?
No, my item is in my boots. So the part of the thing about the magical tinkering ability is it requires you to touch. So I am touching my foot against.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just wondering, like, why? Is Sir Snobbington like bored, or is he?
No, I think the whole thing is barbaric. It is disgusting.
You hate the cannibals.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like there might be some cannibals in the room. So you just don't like that you were assigned to the mission. Walnut, same question to you. What are you doing? Where do we see you in this tavern as you wait for your contact here on Cannibal Island?
I'm probably getting a drink right now, and I want to turn my head around and sniff out where this strange smell is coming from. You know, because I have a mouse nose and we can smell things pretty good.
Okay. Can you roll me a a nature or survival check or something like that?
Survival. All right.
Yeah. All right. This place just kind of stinks. You know, you didn't notice it as soon as you got in here, but like after a couple minutes, it's really started to get to you. Tavern keeps like, yeah, it's weird. I normally don't smell like that in here. I assure you. What can I get you to drink?
Would you have any honey on you?
Wow. We have honey to mix in with the mead.
I'll just take some of the honey and just give me like a tiny glass or something.
All right. He goes to get you a little thimble of honey. Azarion and Deadly Massacre. what are you two? Where do we see you two in this tavern here on Cannibal Island?
Azarion is swinging from the chandelier.
Oh my god! All right. So as the Marquis he looks up at Azarion like, oh boy, as he walks away to get the honey, and are you just swinging around wildly? Are you like yelling or just?
With the song, I'm gonna swing from the chandelier.
You just singing? Okay. How did you get on the chandelier?
I got wings, so I flew up over it.
They flew up with your wings and grabbed on the chandelier. Okay, sure. Fingers up on the chandelier, causing chaos. Are you like trying to destroy the chandelier, or are you just making a ruckus?
No, I'm doing like a fair ride in circles on the chandelier, just swinging.
Alright, just having fun. Okay. And Deadly, where do we see you?
So Deadly, I think Deadly's near the bartender, but if
Okay.
they are near the bartender, they would be like, I'm trying to find something to eat. And then they go to the bartender and then they're like, oh, you look so good, can I eat you?
He's coming back with like the little thimble of honey, and he looks up and sees Azarion just swinging around. Preferably not. Where are you looking for some food?
No, I just like to eat people.
Well, you're in the right place. Just putting the thimble down in front of a walnut and pushing it over. Well, you're on Cannibal Island. We're all cannibals here. We have ethically sourced human meat and humanoid meat, in fact, on the menu all the time. It's pretty great.
Well, aren't you a human? Does that make you tasty?
Yeah, but I don't want to be eaten. See, all the people that we eat are either already dead or, they're like, yeah, you know what? I kind of want to be eaten. They're one of those two.
Oh, well, never mind then. I guess I'll go, see what my friend Azarion is doing.
It seems like he's trying to destroy my chandelier. Azarion's just swinging around. Man, what's that smell? Ugh. God, I can't wait till those adventures show up. He says, walking over to you, Walnut. So what brings little Mousefolk like you over to the Cannibal Island?
Well, do you know about this big old bearded man? He's got a nice hat. He's kind of old. He can cast spells. His name is Bartholomew.
Oh, are you the adventurers?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just hooligans. Oh.
Hey, I
so-
just ordered a little bit of honey, okay? You don't disrespect me.
I'm looking at. I kind of points up to Azarion, and Hypnotic, you were going to join Azarion up in the chandelier.
Yes, if I can. I'm gonna see if I can go find a ladder and then go up.
Oh, you need something to get up to that chandelier? No problem. And I pull out my rope of climbing and send it to grab onto the chandelier.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Azarion, I'm coming for you.
Can we make this chandelier go faster?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me an athletics check.
Just a second.
And I think you can roll. Both of you can roll me an athletics check. Actually, Hypnotic, you can also roll. I'm going to use just the highest of them. All right. So you two are swinging around in the chandelier, and with the rope of climbing that Sir Snobbington has offered, you have advantage on your checks. And so as you get up there and continue to spin it round and round and round, it's starting to go really quick, and you're seeing the like metal base where it like bolts into the ceiling. Some of the bolts are starting to like strain and kind of come out of the wood, and the wood's starting to crack in the big beam up in the ceiling. But you're whipping around real fast, and the barkeep looks up. Oh man, I just got that chandelier like a week ago.
Sorry, I hope I don't fall. Are you gonna be able to save me?
Nope.
So there you just kind of,
If we die together.
you say with one final kick, the chandelier whips around and it just snaps off of its base and goes crashing down across the room. I'd like both of you to make me dexterity saving throws as you have just ridden the chandelier off of the ceiling. Yeah, and both of you, I think you managed to catch yourselves, Azarion, with your wings, just kind of catch your fall a little bit, and Deadly kind of grabbing onto Azarion and landing upon one of the tables. Yeah, you brace your falls. The chandelier just obliterated and destroyed. And actually, let me roll. I'm gonna roll a D100, and on a roll of like, say 75 or higher, something good happens. Okay. So it nearly hits those three people that were having dinner, which it surely would have killed them if you had. But then they go, oh, geez, we gotta get out of here, and they kind of get up and they start to leave. They go, oh, these Bartholomew people are crazy. As the three cannibals that were having dinner in the tavern.
Fantastic. As they leave, I touch each of their food and make it smell like a skunk.
Okay. The tavern keep. Well, that's only 3 customers. It's fine.
You might want to pick up their food, and I bring it to him.
Oh.
I'm
What
going
on
to.
earth?
I feel kind of sorry for this guy, so I'm gonna drop him like 25 gold.
Oh, gee. Thank you, kind Mousefolk.
Yeah. I think the food was the problem. You might want to check your stock. Might not be good.
It's actually exactly why I was bringing you here. Is the stock where we've been running real low. You know, typically here on Cannibal Island, you know, it's a dangerous place. There's all the wild forest, and sometimes there are wolves and all sorts of things, and people get banished here from the other small kingdoms, and you know, sometimes they don't make it, but you know, we've been running out of people to eat.
Oh, what a shame. All right, looks like our job's done. Let's go, guys.
Did you say people to eat? I think that's our job, isn't it, Azarion?
Well, the problem we're having is the people are just disappearing.
Just like, do they go out in a puff of smoke, or do they go somewhere else, or just what?
I don't know. People have just been disappearing. It's always, you know.
Or maybe they turned into ghosts.
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
Wasn't aware this island was on Bermuda Triangle.
Like, you know, we have the mortuary, obviously, and you know, sometimes you know, things are imported, but stuff's been going missing from there too. I just don't know what's been happening.
Mortuary, you say? That's definitely an issue.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there are all sorts of wars here in the surrounding small kingdoms, and lots of people die, and you know, we just give them, you know,
No,
we
I
eat
don't
them
know.
because we're cannibals.
Oh.
But anyway, all the bodies have been going missing, and we're trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. Where they've been going. They don't just get up and walk away.
They could.
I would hope not. We would not, you know, need zombies.
I have met a necromancer once. They were able to do that.
Well, if it's a necromancer, we'll definitely need your help defeating them. I'll tell you, there aren't a lot of people here on Cannibal Island. There can't be more than, 30 of us total in the village. And then, you know, we used to have more. There were like 40, 50 of us just a few months ago, but people have gone missing, and the meat supply's been missing, and everything's just gone missing.
Oh, what a shame. Whatever shall we do? Looks like we can't do
our
anything.
our entire way of life is crumbling.
Oh well, too bad. Oh no.
It is.
Guys, let's just help this poor man. Okay, I think we
I
can
mean,
help him.
I did hire you to come help me, so yeah, I was kind of hoping you would do that. You are Bartholomew's adventurers, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But
You
I think
have
this
my
is just
table, right.
no. I think this is a little bit too past what I can do, though. I don't think I can handle disappearing people. It's too hard, too difficult.
I was afraid you'd say it.
But wait, if we can't find the disappeared people, what if we just find new people? That's easy to do, right?
Yep. I just found 3 of them. They're right here. See?
Oh.
There you go.
Well, technically, that's a mouse person.
Oh, okay. Half
And
of a
that's a
person.
tiefling, slightly different than a human.
Okay, so half of a person and another half of a person, add them together, that's a whole person, right?
I mean, I suppose if you look at it that way.
So 2 people.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really confused. Are you going to help me figure out what's been happening to the people around here, or no?
I guess.
I mean, like I said, we are ethically sourced cannibals. No one that is eaten here isn't okay with being eaten.
That sounds fair.
Do
I think-
the dead really have a choice?
Well, you know, they come from I don't know, man. Probably not. I mean, they're dead.
Maybe they have like a contract they signed before they die. It's like, oh yeah, when I'm gone, you can eat me or something like
I
that.
mean, you could talk to Jiminy over at the mortuary. He knows all that stuff. He's kind of in charge
okay.
of the place.
Maybe we should go talk to him then.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
probably
maybe
should.
he probably knows better the specifics of that. Yeah. I mean, I just run the tavern, and I just know we're running low on meat, which is kind of the #1 thing here.
Yeah, and it looks like the meat you do have smells like skunks or something. I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's a new development. Maybe that's part of it.
Maybe.
Oh, it smells terrible, though.
Maybe the date expired.
I think that was a joke. He kind of looks at it. Well, I'll get rid of this. And he kind of goes to, he picks up the plate of food and goes to, like, go down the hallway into, like, a back room, presumably to throw it away. What are the 4 of you two?
I guess we go out to find Jiminy in the mortuary, I think.
Yes, that's where we should go.
Okay.
I think that's where we should go, but I think we need to take the chandelier with us.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you.
Before we leave, can I use toilet, please?
Yeah, I mean, the bartender's not back yet, but one of the rooms in the hallway he went down probably would lead to a toilet.
Okay.
Do you wait for him to come back? You just guess.
I search for it and I go in the door.
Okay, yeah, there's a privy. There's a little like hole in the ground in one of the rooms. It smells awful in there. But
Yeah,
are you-
kind of like a...
You're kind of like a poorly maintained bathroom. Are you doing anything in particular in there, or just going to the bathroom?
Well, I'm not gonna share the details, but going in the back.
Okay, sure. All right, Azarion goes to the bathroom. That's I think the first time we've had a character decide they needed to go to the bathroom in an episode of DnDTime. But yeah, Azarion, you go to the bathroom, relieve yourself, and you return to the rest of your party. And yeah, do you all start heading out, or do you?
We should.
The barkeep probably comes back at this point. Yeah. So if y'all want to head to the mortuary, couldn't. I overheard you while I was getting rid of the food. It's just the big building right down the main road.
Oh, thank you very much.
You
We will
can't
be
miss
on our way there. Yes, we can. But we're going to go there anyway.
Don't forget the chandelier. I think we need to grab that.
I was about to ask that.
Okay. I mean, it's a small price to pay if you can actually solve this problem. So you grab the chandelier and you drag it with you. It's a big chandelier, a big cast iron chandelier. So you just grab it by the chain and drag it behind you.
Well, Deadly Massacre would need a helping hand with Azarion and maybe some other people if they're willing. So I'm just gonna say, hey guys, can you help me take the chandelier over to Jiminy over there?
That's far too a barbaric task. I don't do something like that. Get my hands dirty. Who do you think I...
Azarion?
I'm gonna... Let's push it all together.
Okay, so you two just grab onto the chandelier and kind of drag it out the door. And you all make your way out of the tavern and into the cool night sky here on Cannibal Island. You walk down a small dirt road. And there are a few homes here on Cannibal Island, but one building in particular stands out a lot more than the others. It appears to be a large warehouse of sorts. It's just right down the main road in this small village. As you get there, I mean, there's no lantern lights or anything, and the door is closed. Would you all like to do anything?
I mean, I have dark vision, so...
Yeah, I mean, you see, it's just a big warehouse building. There aren't really any lights. There's a big barn door set up on the front of it by the dirt road, and there's also a person-sized door.
Is Deadly Massacre able to see anything? Because they don't have dark vision.
Oh, I think there's enough dim light from the stars and stuff that you can kind of see a little bit.
Hold on, wait. I can take care of this. And I tap my boots, and now they start showing up light for 10 feet.
My bad. Deadly Massacre can see, so...
Well, now you can extra see. Yeah, you make your way over, and I mean, it's just at the front of the building. You can probably hear inside the sound of someone whistling to themselves.
Is there any windows, or is this a single-story building, or is there multiple?
There's no window on the front face of the building. It looks like it's a single-story, just big, almost barn structure. It might have a loft, but that's a maybe. But yeah,
is there any
windows.
chimney?
No chimney. And yeah, there's no window on the front. There's one window on one side.
Okay, maybe we could
if you go around the building, there's also a barn door on the back.
Yeah, I would like to look at that window through the window, if I could see it.
Okay. Yeah, it's right near the front door into the building. Peeking through, you can see a desk and a chair. There's some papers on the desk. Maybe an inkwell and a quill. It just looks like a small, maybe office room in this warehouse.
I see. Okay. It looks like there's a desk over here.
And there's also, I should also say, there's also a small door to go out on the back. So the front and the back of the building seem to mirror each other. But yeah, peeking through the window, you see that. There's no glass in the window. It's just an open frame.
That's odd. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's meant to have glass, right? The building's made of rocks, of stone. It does have some shutters, but they're currently open. They haven't been closed up for the night.
So it looks like we could just go through that. Maybe.
Yeah, if you wanted to. There is a small candle that is lit in there that is mostly burnt down that should be sitting on the desk.
Neat.
you can just blow the candle.
Oh, blow the candle. No problem.
Okay, you wanna climb through the window and extinguish the
No,
candle?
I don't. I'm gonna catapult the candle
Like, where are you gonna catapult the candle?
into the desk.
I mean, it's already sitting on the desk, but sure, you gotta. Well, you have to
Over,
touch the
onto the
object,
wall.
right? Oh
Nope.
no, it's anything. Yeah, you hold out your hand and use the magic of the catapult spell, and the desk like explodes as the catapult suddenly smashes into it for 19 bludgeoning damage.
Yes, and also the candle falls over and it's probably...
Yeah. Papers go scattered everywhere that were like on and in the desk. The desk is snapped in half, and you hear the voice from inside go, "Oh God!" And start to hear the running of feet toward that room from deeper inside the building.
And probably also a small fire is probably starting at this because of the candle.
Uh-huh. Yeah, do you stay by the window and watch? And what's
No,
everyone
I
else?
just walk away.
Okay. So Snobbington, you just destroyed a desk and started a small fire in this building. Walnut, Azarion, and Deadly, were you three doing anything, or are you just watching Snobbington?
I want to knock on the front door.
You want to walk in the front door?
I want to knock on it first, like if it's closed or something.
Yeah, it's closed. I mean, you knock on the door, and this is probably before Sir Snobbington explodes everything, I think. And so you hear that whistling stop, and a voice calls out, "Oh, just a minute!" And the footsteps, start to come back. Then Sir Snobbington blows up the desk, which is just, beyond the door in the room. And yeah, a man rushes in to the room. You hear, and it's, "Oh my God, everything's on fire! What happened to my desk?" And there's some frantic stomping sounds from inside. "Oh no, all the records!" That's what you hear, Walnut, from the other side of the door.
I'm gonna
Explosion.
like yell as loudly as I can to make sure the man on the inside can hear me. Are you okay in there? What's going
I don't
on?
know, my desk exploded and there's a fire.
Oh no. Wait, do you need help with that?
You just hear more stomping. The light kind of goes out. And you hear footsteps over to the door. The door opens up. You see a very thin man, fairly lanky, maybe in his like mid to late 20s. He's got a bit of a scruffy kind of brown-orange beard and short but straight hair, which kind of hangs down from his head. And he looks at you and says, What do you want? Did you do this?" And he gestures past him to his, exploded desk and the smoldering papers.
No, that wasn't me. But if you want help fixing that, I can definitely try.
Who are you?
We are a group sent by the big old wizard, Bartholomew, and then the barkeep at the tavern told us that we should talk to you.
Hank, goddamn. Yeah, come in. And he's going over, and he walks it back over to his destroyed desk, right, and starts picking up the papers all over the ground. Some of them burnt. He's muttering to himself, like, "Oh, come on.
Oh, that's
This
a
had to
shame.
happen today."
What's going on?
I don't know. It looks like my desk just snapped in half, and the candle lit everything on fire.
Wow, does that happen a lot?
No, it does not happen a lot.
Do you think maybe it's related to the people disappearing in this town? Or something like that?
Maybe. I don't know. This has never happened before.
I hear there were undead in the area. That's what the barkeeper said.
Undead?
Mm-hmm. They said your bodies were just getting up and walking away or something.
Oh, they've been disappearing for sure. I haven't seen any zombies or anything like that.
Hey guys, maybe to make him happy, can we fix the chandelier on top of the ceiling and start swinging around it again so we can see us do that?
No.
Please don't. We have a thatched roof. I don't think it'll support a chandelier.
Yeah, it would have been a shame if that fire would have started on your thatched roof. That would have been terrible.
That would have been crazy. I don't know how a candle would have exploded upward like that.
I have no idea. It's been scary.
Gonna roll an insight check on you. Roll me a deception check, be funny.
Sure.
He goes, yeah, no, that's crazy. No, we've been having a terrible time lately. I've had to bring on some new people to help me out after my old people disappeared, and it's just been a nightmare.
So, what exactly happened? When did this start? And do you know anything that might, lead to the missing people?
Well, I'm Jiminy, by the way. Nice to meet you, I guess. I don't know. You can look around the place if you want. Please, if you see anything suspicious, do something about it. I don't want anything else setting on fire or exploding. It's going to take me forever to get these records back in order. You see, I'm the source of all of that. The cannibal, the human meat that comes here in Cannibal Island, and I have I try to keep very detailed records about everything, but it's never had that happen. He's just looking again at his snapped in half desk. Never had that happen.
Well, maybe it's a sign you should leave. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. What do you want? I mean, I can tell you about 3 months ago, people, we started having disappearances from here, and then just from the warehouse. And then my assistants disappeared, and I had to get some new folks in who had recently moved in. They had been leaving one of the small kingdoms around here, and then people in the town started to disappear, and that's just where we're at right now. I don't know. I mean, everyone disappears at night, if that matters. Like, obviously, they're not going to disappear in the middle of the day. But do people disappear from their homes?
Wait, so people started disappearing from here first in the mortuary?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was about a month of just the occasional body disappearing out of here. And then, it was another body, and then another body, and then my assistants were gone.
Or maybe there's something inside or around this building that might be causing that. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, good luck. Feel free to look around. Bob and John are in the back room. They're my new assistants. I got them about a month ago. They're thinking about leaving. Just they're pretty new to the town as it is, but they're planning on getting out of here in the next ferry out of Cannibal Island.
Well, they're probably smart for doing that.
Well,
with everybody disappearing and stuff.
They're cannibals, like the rest of us, but they don't want to disappear. So yeah, they're in the
Good
back.
idea.
If you need any help with anything, they'll help you. I need to get these papers all sorted out.
Okay.
Can we have a look around?
Please have at it. There's no locks on anything.
Okay.
really.
Could I roll to look around the place? Like just look for anything that looks out of
Well,
place.
he gestures. You're in a little entry office room, but he gestures through a doorway, and you can see that opens up into a barn area. Right there's almost like we would find in a stable for horses. Right, there are little stablings, And yeah, you can see where like there are containers that are like oddly sarcophagus shaped, and they seem to be filled with something. And they're each in one of the little lines. You see that there are two humanoid figures standing kind of at the end of the stable, and or this warehouse stable place, and they are hefting what looks like a body. As you enter into the main area.
Okay, so can I like roll? I don't know what this would be. Just something to snoop around the place, see if there, like anything seems particularly like unusual, kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah, you could roll me an investigation check, or something
Investigate.
similar if you have another option you'd prefer.
Would survival count?
Yeah, if you'd like.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I've been rolling terrible.
You're looking around, and yeah, you're having a real tough time. But I will tell you one thing, because there's something you do definitely notice as you're peeking around. As you go to some of the sarcophagi that are laid about, you look at them, and they're not really sarcophaguses like they maybe looked in the darkness. They appear to actually be just like very long crates, and they're filled with what looks like salt.
Is it just salt or?
Yeah, as far as you can tell. I mean, it looks like there's like a place for a body to go in them, but there isn't one.
Huh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, if you look through like all of them, some of them seem to have some bodies in them, but not a lot of them.
It's just salt. So do the ones with the bodies in them also have salt, or is it just the bodies?
Yes, they've got salt
Okay.
too. It looks like the
Okay.
salt is maybe a preservative.
Oh yeah, that's a preservative thing. Well, I really don't have any ideas. What about you guys?
I know how to test this. Give me a second. Azarion reaches with his fingers a little pinch of salt and puts it on his tongue to test out if it's...
And what are you trying to figure out?
if it's salt or maybe cocaine.
No, it's definitely salt. Definitely salt. Very salty.
Yeah, this is definitely salt.
Dudley, have you been trying to hang up the chandelier this whole time?
Yes.
Okay, so you've just grabbed, there's like a couple of like ladders and things, and maybe there's like a loft area above where presumably they would store more bodies if they have them. You've just climbed up on the ladder and you're just trying to attach the chandelier up there. I'd like you to roll me a, what are we going to call this? Do you have like thieves' tools or something?
No, I don't have any tools.
All right, just roll me a d20. Yeah, you've affixed this chandelier perfectly. There are a bunch of spare boxes and what looks like bags of salt up here in the loft. But yep, there's now a chandelier hanging from the middle of this room somehow.
Hey, Azarion, you wanna go fly up there to the chandelier and see if there's more salt?
Azarion doesn't say anything, just picks you up and goes up to the chandelier and starts swinging.
Yeah, you start swinging around. All right. As you two are swinging around in the chandelier chaotically, you're making quite a bit of noise because the chandelier is a big cast iron chandelier. And the two people at the end of the hallway that were hefting one body over to one of the salt crates look over and notice the four of you for the first time and begin to approach you, Sir Snobbington, and you as well, Walnut, who are kind of out in the open a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just standing there, like, confused
Yeah.
what's going on.
It's like, what is happening? Yeah, the first guy walks up, hey, what are you doing back here? You're not from
we were.
around here.
You are correct. I am not from around here. Was it the hats, the hair? Was that it? That what gave it away, or was it these awesome
It's a
boots?
small town. We don't. You know, we're new around here too, but when it's 30 people, you kind of know everybody.
Oh,
The guy goes, "Yep." So, what are you doing in here again?
oh, we were sent from your boss to talk to you and find out why people are disappearing. You weren't responsible, were you?
No.
Okay.
I can tell you, I'm a little worried, personally.
I would be. It's very scary. People disappearing and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's terrifying, actually. You know, I knew this place was weird. I didn't expect it to be this weird.
Deadly Massacre starts going, wee.
Yeah, those people are weird. I'm pointing to the people that are spinning.
Yeah, the other guy who's standing over, who walked over, looks up. Yep. Yeah, John doesn't talk all that much. Lots of yups and nopes. So
I
if you're
think
looking
John
for
and I are going to
bodies,
get along
actually,
just fine.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Go on.
Sorry, you were saying something, Walnut?
John and I are going to get along very nicely.
Yup.
Yep.
He
It's like
looks
in my
at you
tiny
like-
squeaky mouse voice trying to emulate his like deep sounding yup.
As you do that, he looks at you like are you stealing my thing? Is the look he gives you? Just suddenly
no.
very aggressive or defensive.
No, I think your yups and nopes are very cool, you know. I like those things. Very
And
nice.
Bob says, "Hey, John, don't worry about it." Yeah, like I think maybe we can help you out. Do you have any leads so far? I mean, there's definitely been some funky stuff going around here, but I
Well,
understand what
besides you two, no leads as of yet. People just keep disappearing, and it happened to happen here first, apparently. So, that's what we're trying to find out what was going on. We were being hired by the guy at the bar, the tavern guy. All of his food stinks
tavern.
and stuff. Yeah, all of his food stinking. It's going bad or something. It's disappearing now. He thinks that it's the undead. The people are coming. The bodies are getting up and walking away. I would say that would be very scary if it was. I mean, that would definitely intimidate me.
Yeah, no, certainly. We've actually, the two of us, we've been looking around. Just last night, we had some people disappear out of here, and in the morning, we decided to look around, and by the edge of the forest, we found some footprints in the mud.
That's interesting. Okay, what kind of footprints are these?
They look like normal, human footprints, but I'll tell you, people don't really go into the forest around here. We don't have hunters for obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons.
suspicious.
Why not?
And we're cannibals.
Okay, so
Maybe we
Life.
convert from cannibalism to foraging and hunting. It's not a bad lifestyle. I used to do it all the time with my family back at home. It's a pretty good way to get food, especially if you eat all the cockroaches.
Well, maybe that's disgusting.
Hey, don't judge, okay? You guys eat meat as well. You eat your own kind and all that.
indeed.
Yeah, but it's ethically sourced.
Yeah, but cockroaches are also ethically sourced, We get them from the forest floor.
Kind of looks at you suspiciously. Well, either way, yeah, we found some footprints out by the forest. If you want, we can show you.
Yeah,
Maybe they
that's-
lead somewhere. We didn't want to follow them in.
Oh, I would love to follow them in, honestly. I don't mind.
I'm sorry, we didn't want to follow them in alone.
Oh, of course,
We'll go in with
please.
you if you want. But
Please show us. Yes, please.
all right, are they gonna stop swinging around on the chandelier?
Oh,
Is there a
sure.
mirror, by the way?
What was that, Azarion?
Is there a mirror anywhere?
There are no mirrors.
Okay. Well,
Not here, at least. Do you have a
Okay.
mirror? Did you bring one?
no. So
Oh, okay.
You want them to stop, you say?
Are they coming with us, or are they staying here?
I mean, they could stay there and spin around. It wouldn't bother me.
We're coming with you, but we need to take down the chandelier again.
They're an odd bunch, you know.
Okay.
I don't really understand them.
Yeah. Where did they get a chandelier? Alright, so you two destroy the chandelier again? Alright, it does not crash into one of the sarcophaguses. It just crashes harmlessly to the ground here, and this weird stable converted into mortuary. And, yeah, Bob and John look at you. John's got a big old smile on his face. And Bob goes, all right, so we'll show you where we found the footprints. If you want us to come with you, we'll come with you, but I don't know. I'm kind of
probably
worried about
should.
disappearing.
Well,
you
should
either
be.
come with us or we eat you.
Okay, we're coming with them, right, John? Yup. Okay, so they lead you over to the edge of the woods. And as they do, sure enough, you can see there is a patch of mud, and it's dried now, but it's a very clear, like, boot print in it. Yeah, and then a couple more, you know, loose boot prints in the dirt leading off into the forest.
A boot print, you say?
Yeah.
Can I use my cobbler tool proficiency to find out what size boot it is?
Absolutely. You absolutely can.
What would I roll for this?
Roll your cobbler's tools check with either intelligence or wisdom, I think.
Okay.
And you get all sorts of dumb stuff because of your Snobgoblin.
Yes, I do. Expertise and that's an advantage. So with expertise, that is an additional +2 to that.
Mhm.
So that would be 13. Yeah.
You know what size it is. It is a human size something. It doesn't have any room for claws or anything. Probably set for humans or elves. Are the common races that would use boots like this.
It is probably a human or an elf. I blame the elf. Clearly, it must be an elf.
Oh, you can tell that much just from a boot?
Yes, I am an expert at boots, and my boots light up. Amazing.
Wow.
Yes, and you too can have a pair of boots like this for only 500 gold pieces.
I do not have 500 gold pieces.
Too fashionable for you. It's okay.
He kind of looks at John, and John goes, and Bob goes, all right, well, I don't know, you want to follow the boot prints?
Yes, we should.
Okay. Okay, so you guys follow the boot prints in the forest. And you're traveling for a time, 5-10 minutes. Do you just follow them straight up?
Yeah, I guess as far as they can go.
Yeah, it's a pretty clear trail. I think, you noticed, up at the beginning, it would have been easy to miss the boot prints because the only reason you would have seen them is because that first mud print that was out in the open. But now that you're, past the shrubs and everything and, into the forest proper and you're following along, it's easy to follow this trail. It looks like it's maybe 2 people, 3 people maybe. If someone wants to roll me a survival check or something, you can figure out roughly how many.
Okay. Is this would this count as forest for
It
natural?
absolutely is.
All right. So add another. Oh my god.
Oh,
So that would be 9
no.
total with the extra proficiency. Why are my rolls so terrible?
It's rough rolls tonight. Yeah, Walnut, it's 2 or 3 people, you think?
Okay.
So it's not like one person walking. There's a couple people. I think you can tell that much. The number is what evades you. It's more than one, but fewer than 8. And yeah, it just leads off into this forest. It is, a very, very dark forest. There's a big, big oak trees, heavy canopy, nice night breeze, lots of crickets and things, animals chirping. And yeah, Bob and John are just kind of following along beside you.
This area looks fairly savage. I need to pull out something to take care of this. And I pull out my 10-foot pole and put it in front of me to guide me through.
To guide you through the forest?
Yes, like it's touching all the stuff, so I don't have to.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Like it's in front of me in case there's like a pitfall or something, and the 10-foot pole is there.
Okay. Yeah, you're walking through the forest and leading with your 10-foot pole. Anyone else doing anything in particular?
I'm just down on all fours, sniffing the footprints and following them.
Oh, can you roll me a nature check for the sniff?
Ooh, okay, nature. Please roll well. Finally.
Hey, you smell something that's not human. You don't know what the smell is, but it's some kind of you get a whiff of that beast smell pretty close to where you are, seemingly coming from up ahead.
I will let the others know and continue following the scents.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Azarion and Deadly, are you two doing anything?
Yeah, Azarion was doing a hopscotch following the footprints, but once he saw the pole, he flew to the pole and he started spinning around the pole, basically doing a pole dance.
Okay, so Azarion has jumped out in front of you. Sir Snobbington, and he is just dancing. And I guess he's just dancing along in front of you, which I guess works the same thing you wanted to detect the trap, if there was a trap.
Exactly. That is exactly what I wanted to. And I reach out and I touch his shirt. I say, "Very good, friend." And I make him smell like a delicious steak.
Like a steak?
Yes.
Okay. Deadly Massacre, are you doing anything as you follow along?
I'm still... The chandelier is still intact, right?
Oh, no, you've destroyed the chandelier. You've knocked it down again. Do you want to drag it with you? Do you want to just drag it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're just dragging the chandelier behind with you. Sure. It's tearing up the ground. This is no longer a trail. Like, obviously, you're just continuing to follow the trail, but behind you is just like a ground up earth where you've been dragging the chandelier. And can I have everyone roll me insight checks? So, I think all of you.
Terrible.
Except for maybe Sir Snobbington, because Sir Snobbington, you just don't even care anymore. Like I don't care. Can tell that Bob and John, at least John seems kind of blissfully unaware, but Bob seems pretty anxious at the moment as you're walking through. And Sir Snobbington, can you roll me a spellcasting ability check for your steak smell?
Okay, sure. Where is the thing? That would just be an intelligence.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's the light stink of steak, and as you're kind of going, you see Bob is like getting really anxious. And Azarion, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw as you hit a pitfall trap up ahead of you.
Oh no!
No, dead serious.
Was this really what happened? Man, that stupid 10-foot pole. So
Azarion,
okay.
You catch yourself with your wings, and you see Bob go, "Crap, they're onto us!" And as the pitfall breaks apart ahead of you, you hear Bob go, Hugo, we need you!" And you hear a sound from up ahead of you. I'd like you all to roll for initiative.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. All right. All right. And let me roll for these guys. Cannibal John. And Cannibal Bob. All right. Bob didn't do good. John did pretty good, though. And then Hugo. Who you don't see currently, but I think you smell Hugo. Walnut, from up ahead of you, a very strange, bestial stench. You smell the stench of bear.
Oh no.
And something else that is maybe less pleasant than bear. Not that bear is particularly pleasant, but this is a particularly unpleasant stench. It smells like body odor and decay. All right. And I think you can see the rustling of bushes up ahead of you. Deadly Massacre, you are the first to go. What would you like to do? A pitfall trap has exploded has opened up in front of you. Azarion has dodged it with their wings.
I'm questioning, can I use the bottled breath on the chandelier?
What?
Is that a thing? Can I use the bottled
what?
breath silver dragon on the chandelier? It says to like apply the breath to a non-magical weapon. I'm not sure if the chandelier could be considered as a weapon.
What is the I'm sorry, I don't know which item you're specifically referring to. Can you tell me which one is called? Bottle breath of what?
I just posted it. It's
if you want, you can absolutely make this chandelier into a magical weapon that consumes the bottled breath.
that's what I'm thinking.
So you would just have a magical chandelier from now on.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You take out your bottle. You want to just do this as an action and just apply it to the chandelier?
Yeah.
All right. The chandelier freezes with ice and glints with silver as icicles form along it and make it into a lethal weapon. It is now considered a frost-branded weapon. You deal an extra d6 of cold damage when you hit with it, and I guess you also gain resistance to fire damage while you're holding it. It can do a bunch of other stuff too. But, yep, so you've expended your bottled breath and now have an icy chandelier. All right, is there anything else you'd like to do, Hypnotic? That was a bonus action. Okay.
Nope.
The chandelier counts as a great club, I think. Which I think you can still use.
Oh, as my thing? And like not now, but
Yeah, you can just I think you can just use it. I think you're proficient with it.
I have simple weapons, but I'm not.
Yeah, Great Club is a simple weapon.
Okay.
It's a big clobbery weapon. So you're
it's a
proficient with your
D20?
chandelier. Huh?
Is it a D20?
It does a D8 damage, but it's a D20 to hit. You gotta, you're the same as always. Well, we can set that up for you in a minute.
Okay.
Because it was your action to apply the flask. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Walnut, it's your turn. What would you like
I
to do?
will. First things first, I'm gonna hunter's mark Bob because he was the one who was looking the most shifty.
He's looking super shifty.
Are there any trees nearby?
There's trees literally everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna use my my movement to do a bunny hop, a mouse hop, I guess, and just like go up onto like a high branch so that I'm not anywhere near them.
Yeah, you mouse scamper just up a tree.
Yeah, and I will just shoot a cockroach at what's his face, Bob.
Okay, you're shooting at Bob. Bob is like reaching for a club that he's got on his belt. You'll absolutely hit him with a cockroach slingshot.
All right, so 7 from that, and then 5 from the hunter's mark.
All right, you kill Bob.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Bob is dead.
Okay.
The cockroach goes clear through Bob's head, and he goes, ugh, and dies.
Wow. Okay.
You have
Yeah,
destroyed
that's my
Bob.
turn. That's everything I can do.
All right, well, that's one less combatant now that Bob is dead. You've murdered him.
That
I'm
is
sorry, you
fantastic.
killed him in self-defense. Okay.
Indeed, that is great.
All right, John is going to take out his club and say, you killed Bob. Bob was supposed to kill you. I'm hungry. And he looks up at you, and he takes his club and he's going to throw it at you, Walnut, up in the tree. He is going to make an improvised throw and attack, which is just a d20 roll because he doesn't have any bonus to it. He rolls a 4. Ugh.
Yeah, no.
All right, he misses. Snobgoblin. That I have you on here as Snobgoblin. So
I don't know why. That's great. I like it. So I say, oh man, this looks bad. Well, away, Ropey. And I send my rope up into the...
up in the same tree with Walnut.
No, in a
Or
different... The highest tree that is in the whole entire thing. Just all the way up.
All very tall trees. How high can it go?
It could go up to 60 feet because that's how long it is. Sorry, yeah, 50 feet.
Yeah, I
Go
mean,
up to
how long
50.
does it go in the round?
10 feet at a time.
Okay, so he's about 10 feet up the tree. Do you
Yeah.
also want to climb 10 feet up the tree?
Well, no, I'm holding one end of it. So bonus action sends it
Ah.
high up, and then I'm holding the other end, and I'm just going up as well. That's just how it works.
Yeah, so you're 10 feet up a tree.
Yes, I am 10 feet up, and it's going to continue to go up until I tell it not.
Okay.
And then and that's my action to send it to start doing it, and my bonus action to send it up. So then that is my turn.
Okay, cool. And next in the initiative order, we go to Azarion. Azarion, you have just caught yourself from a pitfall trap while you were dancing. There appears to be a large creature in the bushes up ahead of you, and Bob is dead. Or John is still alive.
Azarion sees the chandelier and casts a pink light.
Pardon me?
Azarion sees the chandelier and casts a pink light on it and tells the Massacre, blind him.
Okay. Is this a spell?
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. It now is a pink glowing ice chandelier. All right. I'm okay with that. It happens. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Azarion?
Can I try to confuse the... who is left of the enemy?
All you can see is John, the kind of dumb guy.
Okay, yeah. Azarion is gonna go in front of John and gonna start dancing. Do a break.
All right, can you roll me a performance check with your dance?
Just...
All right, you're dancing, and John goes, "You killed Bob. No more dancing." He looks at you angrily. All right, if that's the end of your turn, Azarion?
Yes.
Okay, Hugo. So crashing out from the underbrush ahead of you is a huge, giant bear. It's just a very, very large, like cave bear that roars and charges out of the underbrush. On its back is an outrageously fat. It looks like he's like almost a half giant. And yeah, he's got a big javelin in his hands, and he goes, "Ha ha! John, you bring me more food. Hugo like." And he pats his very, very fat stomach. And Hugo the Fat rides forward and will make a stab with his javelin at you, Azarion. He rolls a 6, which does not hit you. And that is all Hugo the Fat does in that particular round. Hugo's huge giant cave bear is also up there and doesn't do anything right now because it's being commanded. Deadly, it's your move.
I can only see John, right?
No, you now see Hugo and his huge giant cave bear that have charged out.
I'm gonna use the chandelier and just see if I can attack it on the bear.
You go to the bear?
Yeah.
Stop me die.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll against the bear. Oh, I'm sorry. You'd roll a d20, and then you would add. Are you a Hexblade Warlock?
I'm a fiend.
You're a Fiend Warlock. Okay. Let me see what you have for your weapon. Okay, cool. So you swing with that, and actually, I think you hit. Let me see.
I'm so sorry.
You have +2 for your proficiency, and then +2 for your strength. So yes, you hit the giant cave bear. So go ahead and roll me a d8 +2 for your strength, and then +1d6 for the icy blessing. Okay. Okay, not a great damage on the icy damage for that round, but you're gonna do a total of 7 as you slam into him. Is there anything else that you would like to do, Deadly?
I'm just gonna go back to. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing as what Azrath did, but I'm gonna do it to John. I'm gonna go breakdance over to John.
You're gonna go and try and just confuse John.
Yes.
Roll me a performance check, I guess. John goes, no dancing. Eat. That's what John says. All right, Walnut, it's your turn. It looks like John is going to attempt to bite your allies.
Oh boy.
There's also a huge bear
Yeah, so
and this half giant.
it looks like Azarion and Deadly have John, my favorite man, covered for now. So, is the huge giant riding on top of the bear? Or are they?
Yes.
Side the-
Yeah, the half giant is riding on top of the bear.
Okay.
Half giant is like his cloak is made of like human skin, and he's smeared with blood. And you get the idea. This guy's probably been eating all the people.
All right. So in that case, I will shift my hunter's mark onto the giant,
Okay.
and I will just shoot him.
I guess compared to you, he really is a giant, huh? He's
Yeah.
probably a solid 9 feet tall. Like he's very large.
Oh yeah, he's like 7 feet taller than I.
He's very big. Oh, I'm sorry. He's bigger than 10 feet. He's got to be 12 or 13 feet, actually.
Oh no. I only rolled a 7.
I'm trying to decide if Hugo sees you or not. Hugo has a really terrible perception. What's your stealth bonus?
My stealth is +5.
Yeah, I don't think he sees you, so I think you're an unseen attacker for this attack because you're up in the tree. Go ahead and roll me again with advantage.
Okay.
All right, yeah, that time you'll hit Hugo the Fat. Go ahead and give me your damage on Hugo.
So 11 piercing.
Nice. Hugo goes, "Argh," as your cockroach slams into his head, and he goes,
Lethal cockroaches.
"Ow!" Just kind of holds his hands up to his head. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, could I use my movement to go even further up, like higher up on the tree, just enough so I can still see Hugo.
Yeah, I think the thing that you can see, right, is that bear is actually probably like, it's such a huge creature, it's actually within range to attack you where you currently are. Actually, how high can you jump with your scamper? 15 feet, right?
Yeah, it's 15 feet vertically, but then I also use the rest of my.
Your rescue movement. So actually, you're good. Yep, you can keep scampering higher.
Yeah, so I'll just keep going up then.
Okay, so you're like 40 feet up a tree right now.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I got range.
John goes and is gonna run at you, Hypnotic, and he is gonna bite you twice. He goes bite and he bites you a second time. Takes 2 piercing damage. As he bites you. So Snobbington, it's your move.
As I am ascending higher and I see that my friends are being hurt.
Do you provoke an opportunity attack from that movement?
No, I'm not actually moving. It's just automatically, it just does it. I don't know how to.
Yeah.
I really don't know how rope of climbing works. It's weird.
We'll worry about it another. I'll check it out later. I won't worry about it for now. For now, I'll just assume you just magically fly ever higher.
That is how it works. It just keeps going, and I don't know the rules
don't worry
on that.
about it. We'll worry about it another time. What would you like to do though for your turns?
Okay, so I am going to see that my friends are getting hurt and having issues, and I am going to which one should I do? First, I'm gonna fairy fire the giant guy. So let's go fairy fire.
Yeah, Hugo the Fat has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, it would be Hugo the Fat and his bear boy.
Absolutely. The bear does not have disadvantage. He's just not very dexterous. So both of them illuminate with your fairy fire. What color do they glow?
Oh, they just glow. It's not really a color. It just looks vaguely like a boot. A boot.
So they just have boot patterns glowing on them. Wonderful.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like to do, Sir Snobbington?
Oh, and in addition to the fairy fire, sure, I'll light a torch and continue to ascend.
I think it takes an action to light a torch.
Does it? I thought it was an item interaction. I don't know.
God, item interaction is such a weird not mechanic. I think like take out a torch. I don't think you can take out and light it. But you've got a torch.
I take out a torch. Okay, sure.
Azarion, your move. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Azarion grabs Deadly by the hand and pulls Deadly around John, and they both start doing tap dancing pretty.
All right. Well, John currently is biting Deadly.
You also have
you get the idea that he's trying to devour you.
Okay.
But if you would like to dance, I'm not going to stop you from dancing. It just might end badly because there's a giant bear behind you, and the monsters.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep dancing. I actually have an idea how to deal with this.
Okay. All right. In that case, you don't do anything. You just dance.
And pull. I pull Deadly.
Okay, so you just pull Deadly away from John.
Yes.
Okay. Hugo roars in anger after being hit by the bug and says, "Destroy them, bear!" And he is going to jump off of the bear, and he will take one of his javelins, and he will hurl it up at you, Walnut. All right, a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 8 points of piercing damage as Hugo's big spear stabs into you, or javelin.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
All right, a huge giant bear is going to go, and it starts going on something of a rampage. The creatures that are in front of it that aren't Hugo are John and John and Azarion, really. So let's see who it attacks first. It attacks Azarion. Azarion, the huge bear swings its claws at you. Rolling a 21 to hit for, oh my god, 16 points of slashing damage.
I still survive, I think.
You're still conscious, and its second attack, oh god, also goes at you, and it tries to bite you. And it rolls a 17 to hit for 13 slashing damage. Are you still up?
I have 22, so I think.
So that might put you down then.
I have 22 hit points, so I'm not.
I know you do have. Let's see. What's your class? You're a cleric, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to use your warding flare feature to try and, give him disadvantage on the attack, or something like that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you spin around and pink light shoots from you, and so he has got to roll the bite attack a second time, which will still hit you. He's gonna nail you. 29 total damage for the turn. That will probably put you out.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Azarion is unconscious, and Deadly Massacre, it's your turn as a bear chomps down, attacking poor Azarion.
I'm gonna use the Spare the Dying on Azarion.
Okay. There is still a huge giant bear in front of you.
That is glowing and has advantage on attack rolls against it.
That is true.
I'm gonna
Azarion's
use
not.
that, and I'm gonna run away
Oh, he's
to a
gonna spare the
tree.
dying on Azarion and run away.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna run toward V Bunny so he's climbing the tree.
Oh, I'm not
You
climbing
run
the
over
tree.
to
I'm
the
just
rope
flying.
climbing.
I'm riding. Yeah, no, you can climb up the rope with me. That is a thing that you can. Just reminding.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That can be
Okay, so you
safe.
climb up 15 feet. You're part of the way up the rope. Right, the rope doesn't give you any special climb speed,
It
does
gives you advantage on it. No, it just gives you advantage on climbing checks if it's knotted.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's just an auto success with the rope.
Sure.
Yeah, so you climb up the rope. You're 15 feet up the tree. Azarion is unconscious and not dying because of Spare the Dying. Walnut, it's your turn. The huge giant bear looks really mad.
Oh yeah, I need to do a concentration check for my Hunter's Mark. So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, the Hunter's
Okay.
Mark fades.
It's okay, I'll recast it.
Okay, and who would you like to attack?
Who's looking worse right now, Hugo or the bear?
Hugo, certainly. I mean, the bear. Oh, the bear's got a lot of juice.
Okay, I'll target Hugo then.
Okay.
15?
You'll hit Hugo. Yep. Hugo is not really wearing much. He's wearing like human skin for armor, which does not make great armor. Oh my god. 13. Oof. All right, Hugo is now bloodied. Hugo is very injured from that second cockroach. And he goes, oh! Like the cockroach just hits him in the chest and like embeds itself into him a little bit. And he goes, oh man, I'm not the one who's supposed to die.
Too bad.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Can I go even higher? Like, I just want to know how high I can go.
You can just keep going. It's a big tree.
You know you
Yeah,
have
I'll just-
advantage on that attack roll, right?
Oh,
Oh, I did. Yeah.
would,
Yeah,
would you
I'll
like
just
to
roll
see if
again.
it's crit? All right, no
It's
crit.
not a crit. Yeah, thanks for reminding me though.
60 feet up now. You scamper up even higher.
Yep, I'm just gonna keep going until as long as I have line of sight on him, because I've got so much
John?
range.
is going to run over to the rope of climbing and start climbing after you.
Oh, is he? Is he? Okay.
He is, and he's going to try and bite you. Oh, can he
No,
not?
no, he can't bite me. He would have to bite.
Yeah, he's trying to bite
he-
Deadly.
Yeah.
He is going to bite with disadvantage because he's climbing. He rolls a 4. He's just trying to bite at you as he climbs after you.
Nope.
So Snobbington, what would you like to do?
Seeing that my friend is now being bit, I take my torch and I light my torch and I drop it
Okay.
to the floor below.
What's your plan with this? I'm just trying to figure out. What do you want to accomplish?
Lighting the forest on fire.
Okay, you want to start a small fire. So in 6 seconds, the whole forest isn't going to just burn up.
No, of course not. But directly below me might start smoldering a
Sure.
little bit.
Okay.
That's
I dig it.
and this is an item interaction, I'm assuming, right? Lighting
Sure.
the torch and dropping it, and then on my action, is Hugo still within a reach of I think 5 feet? Within 5 feet
Yeah, he's still
of
next
his-
to the bear.
Okay. They're gonna both have to do that thing.
Okay. Hugo's going to roll a dexterity saving throw. I'm sorry, that was Cannibal John. I'll re-roll it. Hugo rolls his dexterity saving throw, which he rolls with disadvantage because he's too fat. And the giant bear rolls normally, but does terribly. So they each take 6 points of acid damage. Hugo looks pretty injured, like seriously injured at this point. It's a good acid splash roll.
I know, right?
Bear
Also,
doesn't look
I
as badly
continue.
injured.
I continue to ascend, so I'm now 30 feet in the air. If it matters.
Okay. Sure. It
Just-
does. It does matter. Okay. And all right. Anything else, Susan Arlington?
No, that's it. Just in.
All right, Azarion, can you roll me a death? I'm sorry, can you just roll me a d20? On a roll of 20, I'll put you up. Otherwise, there's no penalties. All right, still unconscious. Unfortunately, because no one was able to bring you up. Hugo is going to take out a second javelin, and he is going to throw it up at you, Walnut, up in the tree, who he's been attacking the whole time. However, it's at his long range now, so he's going to attack with disadvantage because you're high enough up. All right. I assume that's not what I meant. All right, I assume the
Does that-
7 misses you.
Yeah, big,
Okay.
long way.
The huge giant bear is going to follow John over to the rope of climbing and is going to attack John with his bite. All right, John is dead.
Wait,
John
the bear
is-
attacked John? Oh, good.
Yeah, the bear is attacking anyone, whoever's closest. So he devours John. He just tears John in half. John falls from the rope dead. Then he will slash with his claws at Deadly Massacre, who is still within his reach. 13 to hit.
Nope.
Hey! That armor coming in clutch. The bear claws at you and your armor is able to rebuff it. And Deadly, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take, if I can, I'm gonna take the chandelier and I'm just gonna throw it at the bear.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Roll me a d20. We'll have to add this to your character sheet at some point. Yeah, you'll hit the bear. You throw the chandelier at the bear. So it's a d8 plus 2 plus the d6 from the Frost brand. All right, 9 points of damage to the bear. The bear goes. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Deadly? If you continue to
No.
climb, you will be.
Oh wait.
You'll be climbing out of the reach of the bear, and it will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Yes. I'm gonna continue to climb.
All right, the bear takes an attack of opportunity against you. Then it flashes with its claws, rolling a 16 this time.
Can I use a hellish rebuke?
You if you're conscious still, you absolutely can.
Yeah, I'm still conscious.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me the hellish rebuke damage. I will roll for the bear. That's a really good hellish rebuke, and that's a really bad bear. Okay, the bear is burned severely by your hellish rebuke, as it roars in pain. Walnut, I'm sorry, Deadly. Anything else you want to do, or just moving up?
Just moving up.
Okay, Walnut, your move.
Just gonna shoot Hugo again.
Okay, that'll hit Hugo.
All right. Roll 20 is being a bit slow.
That's
10.
all right. And with that shot, you kill Hugo. You take your cockroach slingshot and I guess, I don't know, maybe he looks like just and he just opens his mouth for a minute, and your cockroach goes in his mouth and just out the back of his head, and he goes and collapses in a dead half giant heap. And I need to roll a check for the bear. All right. Because the bear is now bloodied because of the hellish rebuke, the bear is freaking out. It's like, and it looks like it is going to flee, actually.
I'm gonna shift bonus action shift my hunter's mark onto the bear now.
Okay. Sir Snobbington, what would you like to do?
Ooh, I see this bear just took some fire damage. He was lit on fire a little bit, right?
He is blooded now, and it looks like he's going to run away.
Well, but he was lit on fire, though. That's the point.
Yeah, he took some fire damage, you're correct.
Okay. Oil.
All right, that's having just taken fire damage does not immediately ignite oil.
Darn
But you
it.
can pour oil on him if you'd like.
I would love to. Just pour oil on the
Use
bear.
your action and throw some oil down. I'm going to roll a dexterity saving throw for the bear.
Sure.
Wow. Roll me a dexterity check. Just hit your dexterity button.
Sure.
Covered in oil. Bear's covered in oil.
Yeah. Just
Just bear covered in oil. And you know what, let's see.
Also, may I remind you, the fire...
Yeah, no, I know. Oh, well, actually, I gotta roll D100. Oh, yeah, the fire's spreading really badly. The bear catches on fire.
Jeez, oh no.
Azarion, you are now in fire as you start your turn. I need you to roll me a D20 to see if you become conscious, but you're gonna start dying again because you're in fire.
Just a second.
I'm sorry, you might start dying again. We'll have to see.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, you take, it'd be 4 points of fire damage, but because you're a tiefling, it's only 2, right?
Oh yeah.
So you take 2 points of fire damage. It doesn't really matter. You're dying again is the unfortunate takeaway from the fire. The bear takes a d6 of fire damage, so he takes 4 points of damage on his turn. And
I think he also takes an additional 5 from oil.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I was gonna. You know what? Sure, he takes an additional 5 from the oil. I was just rolling the d6, but I guess if you know the mechanics of it and I don't, I'll take the mechanics.
I promise you, it says that.
I agree. I'm with you.
Okay.
The bear begins to run away. It starts to flee. It just is bailing into the woods. Just. How does oil work?
Yeah, it's a thing that says like if lit, the oil burns for 2 rounds and deals fire damage.
Cool. So he's gonna take that 5 points of fire damage again on his next turn, but not right now. Deadly Massacre. The bear has fled 30 feet off into the woods. It's just running.
Can I go? Can I go to Azarion, or am I too far away?
Well, you have to jump down into the fire.
I'm going down into the fire.
All right, you slide down the rope of climbing into the fire. You take 4 points of fire damage.
I actually have a question. I have a hellish resistance, so
Yeah, which is it's why it did it would have done 2 points of damage, which is still enough to start killing you.
okay, got it.
I also posted some of the important bits of the oil part.
Yeah, I know. I just looked it up.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm still alive.
You just spare the dying with Azarion and you start dragging him out of the fire.
Yep.
Okay. And Walnut, what would you like to do? Would you like to try and kill the bear as it runs away?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, my dude. You absolutely hit the bear. And 11.
11.
Okay. So Snobbington.
And I've been ascending this whole time, and I think I'm what, 50 feet in the.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Acid splash on the bear.
Okay, this is a very important acid splash. All right, the bear takes 6 points of damage, and then on the bear's turn, he takes 5 points of damage from the oil and dies. The bear collapses in a heap about 30 feet off into the woods. And with that, this adventure has come to its conclusion. Hugo dead, and the bear dead, which really the bear was just Hugo's companion. And you've also killed Bob and John, who were cannibals, but they were like bad cannibals. They were serving Hugo. Yeah, you guys have defeated the cannibal bandits and saved the normal peaceful cannibals of Cannibal Island. For some reason, the barkeep pays you your Bartholomew bucks, and you've completed this adventure. Oh, I'm sorry. You also gained a point of experience.
Yay!
That's the most
important part. That's the most important part.
Subclass time, and I have no idea what I want to pick.
All right. Would anyone like to shop?
Yes.
All right, Azarion, you head to the shop, and a familiar face of Bartholomew the wizard greets you.
You actually, as you walk to the shop, you don't see Bartholomew. You can just see him standing and crying still behind a closed door.
Hi everyone.
Hear the
Sorry,
sound of that voice.
Bartholomew is very upset this evening.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna have to draw from the deck of many things for putting that in there. Anyway, what can I get for you?
I would like to pull the bag.
All right. Do you have the money?
Yes, I just got now. I had 400 before this.
God dang, you do. All right. And so Roger holds out the bag. Bartholomew's big bag ranza for which you to pull. This is where you pay 500 Bartholomew bucks to reach in and get a random magical item from Bartholomew's collection. So go ahead and roll me a D1000 in the Roll20 chat, and we'll see what item you get, Azarion. I wish you the best. 676. That's a pretty good roll. All right. You reach into the bag. And as you do, your hands pass over oh my God, I can't believe that's what you, of course. Your hands pass over a fair number of mythical and magical items. At first, you touch a blade that appears to be crafted of pure fire. That sounds pretty cool, but as you go to grab it, well, it's made of fire. Your hands pass through it. Next, your hands pass over what appears to be a lamp, a genie's lamp. You try to grasp at that, but some strange ethereal force pulls it away. But finally, as you can feel the bag beneath the clothes around your arm as you're reaching in, you grab onto a boot, and you pull it forth. And you see a singular, not quite a boot, but a greave. It is bedazzled with multicolored rhinestones all along each of its 5 toes, and it grants the wielder a very limited cosmic power. As an action, you can snap your toes as if snapping your fingers, and when you do so, all creatures within a 1 foot of the wearer of a challenge rating less than the level of the greave's wearer have to roll a D2. On a roll of 1, the creature doesn't feel so good and abruptly dies, and on a roll of 2, this item has no effect, and a creature which survives this snapping of the toes becomes immune to any future uses of the greaves. This is an item created by Reflected 10-8. It is the Finite Greave. Congratulations on your ridiculous item.
Oh man, that's so great. I made that once. I didn't work too well.
It didn't work out well for you. But congrats, Azarion. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you.
Would anyone else like to purchase an item from the back?
I would love to purchase. Well, actually, not purchase an
sorry.
item. I would like to glamour my heavy crossbow.
Absolutely. And Roger says, "Well, I can do that for you. What would you like it to look like?"
A boot.
All right. Does it shoot out of the toes or out of the leg part?
Oh, out of the leg part, clearly.
Gotcha. And as Roger does his magical powers, which Roger looks like he tries a lot harder to do the magic than Bartholomew, who can just snap his fingers and transform things. Your heavy crossbow transforms into a boot.
Yes, thank you. This is the best.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoy it. That was 100 Bartholomew bucks. Would anyone else like to purchase anything? Hearing no one, thank you all for playing. We're going to be right back with Game 3. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.